Sir, Honorable Julie F. Webb, member sir, and Honorable Josiah Maviko, member sir. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Co-Presiding, Honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading of the report from the Conference Committee on the National Budget for fiscal year 2023. Thank you very much.
This is the 17th day sitting of the first quarter of the sixth session of the Honorable House of Representatives, 54th Legislature, Republic of Liberia. This is African Actions Network to Radio TV. My name is Yemi Kandit. Keep following.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker, co-presiding distinguished colleagues, let me first appreciate you and welcome the Honorable Senate.
So was a motion. No, presiding, my observation was is an endorsed agenda. And it's a time for the motion on the report being read. No, it's a motion on the floor.
Yes,
Ben, move.
Presiding, my observation has to do with the formation of the conference committee. Consistent with our rules and legislative best practice, whenever a committee is set up and a committee emerges with a decision, and that committee decision is forwarded to the Senate, when the Senate utters the decision of that committee, eventually it means that a conference committee got to be a committee that will be voiced of that identical committee. The Ways and Means Committee is the one that raised the issue, and it then auto. So automatically, the formation of the committee to have exclusively the same committee that came out with a report that was rejected.
Colleagues, the information and order as given by our colleague is related. It is the prerogative of the plenary on the gavel of the speaker to form a conference committee, even if the speaker decides in his commission to retain the current committee. Is the prerogative of the speaker, and we have gone past that. The committee has worked, and the committee has put up with the speaker, so we are past you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Observation denied.
Presiding, I will give you some empirical facts. The issue of conference committee is as big as the child petition. Whenever a committee is requested for the child petition, it means that the committee have fulfilled, and therefore there should be a formation of a separate committee. My comment, I am not. This is a critical issue, and the discussion must be satisfy the Liberian people. You understand? If the Senate, we repose confidently a committee on the way and this committee decision are being uttered by the Senate and passed. It included in class that there must be a conference committee that will comprise of different professional people. Because presiding, to accept the sitting committee that their decision was uttered is unlegislative.
Thank you.
I want to make it clear.
You don't go by the report.
Thank you.
We brought to the motion.
So, and I will only inviting our colleague as we have done on this side, was what the Senate also did. So there was no error, and there is no legislative information that says so. So upon that, the observation is denied. Proceed with a motion. Proceed with a motion.
Because we don't. The reading of the draft bill in the Senate. I want to take this time to appreciate the Senate for the job legislatively well done. They expect that they ensure the checks and balances situation between the both chambers. This house, the honorable house of representatives, forwarded to the Nigerian Senate for concurrence a 2023 budget in the amount of 794 million. The Nigerian Senate engaged with them, having meticulously perused all of the documentations submitted by the Honorable House of Representatives. In that wisdom, determined that the budget had to be reduced by 12 million. Thereby giving us that pressure to be 782 million. Consistent with legislative practice, we as the House of Representatives constituted a capital conference committee, similarly constituted by the Senate. The whole committee is met. And to the best of our knowledge today, they found wisdom. The conference committee found wisdom to uphold the decisions of the Liberian Senate. With that being said, I move, if I can get a second, I will out further deliberating on this instrument. And the 782 million $700 budget be passed by the House as the budget, as the national budget of the Republic of Nigeria for the fiscal year 2023. And so submit.
Colleagues, we're all restating the motion. Are you all ready to vote?
To my learned colleague for local county, I will be ready to vote if you can accept this amendment. That Rule 19.4 of our rules provides in our code that any voting in land of money, possession, printing, there will be a vote of a roll call in order to establish those who are making decisions on behalf of the Liberian people for the general purpose. Therefore, I will be ready to vote if this agenda amendment can be accepted.
To the best of my knowledge, whenever we are voting to pass a law, the national budget being on no session, we vote by show of hands and no day a year process is considered. And so all those who will be in favor of voting against will raise their hands. All those that will be in favor or against, even if you are abstaining, you raise your hand. And so I respectfully.
But that's what I read a book. All those who don't make them up with their right hand.
You cannot influence vote, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. Yeah, we wouldn't agree. Yeah. Put on your right hand. Okay. Results. Honorable Speaker, I'm a deputy speaker, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen. There are 21 for, 2 against, 1 abstention. Thank you very much. After careful consideration of my motion is hereby presented. Thank you. Thank you. With that said, the motion carried. Almost respect. Please have a voting. Thank you.
The final passage of the 2023 fiscal year
Always is finance and development planning and execution on the ratification of 5 financing agreements signed between the Republic of Liberia recipient and the International Development Association (RDA) as administrator, Republic of Liberia recipient, and African Development Bank and African Development Fund as administrators respectively. Compliments, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues. The Joint Committee on Waste, Means, Finance and Development Planning and Execution consider the task with honor to report its findings for 5 distinct financing agreements submitted by the Executive to the Legislature for ratification. Mr. Speaker, the committee's mandate was to conduct a review of the 5 financing agreements and report findings that will appropriately inform House's plenary in keeping with the interest of the Executive. Accordingly, colleagues, in keeping with the mandate of the committee, I will review the findings from the 5 financing agreements submitted by the Executive are here submitted as follows. 1. The financing agreement, additional financing for the recovery of economic activity for Liberian informal sector involvement of the budget between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this financing agreement is to increase access to income and opportunities for the vulnerable in the informal sector for the following reasons. 1. Response to crisis. 2. Respond income that they will support poor and households where food is scarce. 3. Improve efficiency in managing social protection programs in the informal sector. Mr. colleagues, as a result of the massive devastation caused by the 50 years conflict, civil conflict, greatly brought every sector of our economy to a complete state. Now, dismantling structural sustenance, recovery, reconstruction, and development plan is not to be open and facade. With additional findings, the financing agreement signed for ratification, the informal sector of our economy should be considered paramount in forming a new workforce. The economy with the objectives of increasing access to income and opportunities for our citizens in the informal sector. Cost of projects, schedule, payments, and maximum commitment cash rate. A concessional financing as credit, 20 million dollars. B commitment cash rate, 1.25%. C payment date, scheduled forward to be August 15 this year. 2. Financing agreement, additional agreement for the Blue Economic Transformation Project. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this financing agreement, in keeping with this situation, is to improve production and market access for smallholder farmers and agro enterprises for selected value chains in project participating counties. Corporates with the stipulated amount and a commitment change rate under the general terms and conditions of the agreement. Further, this smallholder farmers in Liberia The benefits Nigeria is approved from the World Transformation Project are one, enhance the capacity of selected public services that are critical for enabling agribusiness within the Ministry of Agriculture and the Cooperative Development Agency. Two, strengthen the capacities of the Department of Regional Development Research and Extension within the Ministry of Agriculture. And three, enhance competitiveness and market access to productive lines. First, concession financing has credit $30 million, commitment for charge rates 1.25%, schedule August 15, February 15, August 15 this year. 3. Mineral agreement bringing on the emergency solar panel international project signed between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. 4. Loan agreement amongst the Republic of Liberia and the African Development Bank and the African Development Fund as administrator of the transition to the project. That is the United States Food Production Program. And 5. Additional financing agreement between the Republic of Liberia and African Development Fund for additional loan for the special agro-industrial processing zone project. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this financing agreement are: 1, to create a better business environment for increased investment in the agro-industrial sector. 2, to create opportunities for private sector investments at all industrial levels. Coordinate the integration of smallholder farmers. 3, to improve capacities and skills to benefit from new agro-business employment. Committees concerned for ratification. Now, therefore, Mr. Speaker and his colleagues, in compliance with Article 34 of the Nigerian Constitution, which the executive added on to submit 5 financing agreements for ratification, in keeping with the mandate of the Joint Committees of the House's Joint Committee, which means finance and development planning and judiciary, to conduct a review analysis of the 5 financing agreements. The committee is pleased to note with approval after thorough scrutiny of the 5 financing agreements, in keeping with the objectives, discussions under the general terms and conditions of the 5 agreements, respectively, are needful for ratification. As such, the committee hereby recommends the passage of the 5 financing agreements. Respectfully signed, the committees, which means Finance and Development Committee, Honorable Timothy Farah, Chairman, signed. Honorable Mafuji Zaza, Co-Chairman, signed. Honorable Francis Kadi Doko, the second member, signed. Honorable Mabu M. Soni, member, signed. Honorable Mary Kawa, member, signed. Honorable member, signed. And Honorable Abba Jules, member, signed. Honorable Baron Zambia, member, signed. Honorable Julie F. San as member, and Honorable Josiah Mamiko, member, signed. On the Committee on Judiciary, Honorable Councilor Ethan Wessel, Chairman, signed. Honorable Jimmy W. Smith, member, signed. Honorable Joseph Samabi, member, signed. Honorable Dr. George E. Bullet, member, signed. Honorable Mafuji Zaza, member, signed. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading of the report from the House's Joint Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Development Planning and Judiciary on the ratification of 5 financing agreements as read. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Esteemed honorable colleagues, having heard the report from the House's Joint Committee on Ways, Means, Finance, and Development Planning in Israel for ratification of the below 5 listed loan instruments. What is the will and pleasure?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues, having attentively followed the reading of a well-written report from the hands of the Joint Committee, this means Finance Development Planning, and the Committee on Judiciary for Rectification, Honorable Speaker, I move, if I can be seconded, that this reading form part of the last reading, and that this financing agreement be endorsed in their entirety, and that this honorable plenary, owing to the fact that these agreements are in the direction of promoting food security, environmentally friendly, sustainable energy, as well as to promoting trade and commerce across Liberia, that this honorable plenary see it prudent to endorse these agreements and all work forward these agreements to the Honorable Senate for concurrence, if I can be seconded.
Distinguished honorable colleagues, before we switch to the motion, are you ready to vote? All those in favor, let it know by putting on your right hand. All those against, all those abstain, result.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, the vote is unanimous.
Unanimous votes, the motion carried. Honorable Chief Clerk, please act the following. Call for special committees reports. Call for bills, motions, and resolutions.
Bills, motions, and resolutions.
Business on Speaker's desk.
March 7, 2023. Honorable Baba Chambers, Speaker, the Honorable House of Representatives in session, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to submit for enactment by the Honorable Legislature the below listed bills titled 1. An Act amending an act to amend Section 3.6 of the Judicial Law, Title 17 of the Liberian Code of Laws revised to provide for the appointment of additional relief judges for the several courts by adding new Section 3.6 and 1 appointment of 3 additional relief judges. Honorable Speaker, you will recall that the legislature enacted an act to amend Section 3.6 of the Judicial Law to provide for the appointment of 4 additional relief judges for the several courts. The act was approved and printed in the handbills on July 29, 2022 and August 2, 2022, respectively. Even though this amended act has mitigated some of the challenges faced by our judicial system, recent experiences have shown that other circumstances, such as increase in population and the growing expanded activities within the Republic, has given rise to the need for more certain courts and more judges to attend to those sacred courts and thereby provide greater access to justice. This will supplement the strength of the existing sacred courts and to attend to unexpected emergencies growing out of the inability or incapacity of judges to attend upon assignment to one or more circuits. 2. An act to amend sections 3.8, 3.9, 3.11, 3.12, and 3.13e of chapter 3 and section 25.62 of chapter 25 of title 17, the judicial law of the Liberia Code of Laws revised to change the terms of the sacred courts from quarterly sessions to biannual sessions. I'm resubmitting this draft law, which seeks to amend chapter 3 and 25 of Title 17 of the Liberia Code of Law revised to extend the terms of the sacred courts from quarterly sessions to biannual sessions to provide sufficient time for the adjudication of cases. Honorable Speaker, as you may be aware, the criminal procedure and new judicial laws were enacted in 1972, some 14 years between the coming into force of the 1986 Constitution of Liberia. Therefore, they did not fully capture the mandate of the Constitution, which guarantees at Article 21, subsection 7, subsection F and H, to every accused person a fundamental right to a speedy, public, and impartial trial by a jury of the vicinity, and prohibits also, as a part of the fundamental rights, preventive detentions. These laws do not adequately reflect the constitutional mandate regarding an accused person, the criminal justice system, and more generally, the rule of law. They have been unable to deliver significantly on the above issue. A situation that, when combined with the substantial time spent by courts in disposing cases, and the fact that 2 or more juries cannot be impaneled to run concurrently, has contributed considerably to backlog of cases. A huge number of pre-trial detainers and overcrowded prisons in many urban areas. I therefore request that the legislature enact into law these important legislation or amendments which will improve our judicial sector and establish confidence in our justice system. Sincerely, George M. Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was the reading of the communication from the President of the Republic of Liberia, submitted for enactment by this legislature 2 legislations. 1, an act to amend section 3.6 of the judicial law, and an act to amend sections 3.8, 3.9, 3.11, 3.12, and 3.13e of chapter 3 of the judicial law of the Liberia Code of Laws revised. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was the second reading. The first reading of this act, asking this honorable body to enact these 2 acts into law. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Esteemed honorable colleagues, having heard the communications from the President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. George Manneh Senior, submitting to the legislature for enactment of the bill listed instruments and acts, amending act to amend section 3.6 of the judicial law, title 17 of the Liberian Code of Laws revised to provide for the appointment of additional relieving judges for the circuit courts by adding a new subsection 3.6.1, appointment of 3 additional relieving judges, and an act to amend section 3.8, 2.9, 3.11, 3.12, and 3.13E of chapter 3 and section 25.6.2 of chapter 25 of title 17, the judicial law of the Liberian Code of Laws revised to change the terms of the circuit courts from quarterly sessions to biannual sessions. What is and submitting, what is your will and pleasure? Honorable Female Jewett.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, fellow colleagues. After listening to the communications from the President requesting for amendments of the Liberian the Code of Law revised, referencing the appointment of additional relieving judges in the circuit court, and also referencing to amend the terms of the circuit court from quarterly to biannual, a move that I think obtain a second that these communication be received and handed over to the following committees: the Committee on Judiciary as the lead committee, and the Committee on Good Governance. So,
Distinguished honorable colleagues, having heard the motion, and it is what is the will and pleasure? Are you now ready to vote? Already, honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the movement. I will be ready to vote. Were you to accept this simple amendment that the motion being raised will consider 2 weeks as a timeline for reporting?
the honorable gentleman from Sinai, I accept.
Do you know that we're closing? With this, I ready to vote. Yeah, honorable.
Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues, realizing that the National Legislature is going on its second break, I want to make an amendment to the motion as follows: that the report of the committees involved as the joint committee be made during the second sitting of the second session of the 54th Legislature. Instead of saying 2 weeks, when you will not be here.
Mr. Moven.
So the honorable gentleman from Rufakante, our return will be predicated on the 6th session. So with that amendment, I do accept that we can come back and the report being made in the second sitting of the 6th session.
With that said, I ready to vote. I ready to vote. Ready. distinguished colleague interference, it has financial implication, and also routinely you have two committees, of course, but those are restricted to normally waste and farmers and judiciary. Just waste and farmers. Yeah, Honorable Jones.
Having listened to the hard table, I will be ready to vote for you to consider this amendment. That the Committee on Waste, Means and Finance be added, and the Committee on Good Government be extracted. To the gentleman from Malgibi, your amendment is in two perspectives. One is accepted to add the Waste, Means and Finance Committee, and the aspect of removing the good governance is rejected.
We hold the motion and we proceed to the next item. Proceed the motion. I seize the motion.
Office of the President. March 9, 2023. Honorable Walter Chambers, Speaker, Honorable House of Representatives in Section, Cabinet Joe Monrovia, Dear Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Honorable Legislature for passing the bill entitled an act to amend certain sections of the new elections law 1986 as amended to the bill includes several important sections, including the requirement for political parties based on candidates, so the National Elections Commission shall include no less than 30% candidates from each gender. While I support this section and others, there are sections and items in the bill that are either already addressed by existing constitutional provisions, existing statute, or that are better addressed through the existing independent recruitment process of NEC. Additionally, it is important to note that the Republic is about 7 months away from the 2023 general elections. Moreover, certain changes in the election laws at a time so close to the ECOWAS Protocol A/SP1/12/0201 on democracy and good governance, 6 months restriction will tend to send mixed signals to the electorates and present the potential to cause delay in elections processes. Hence, pursuant to Article 35(1), Chapter 5 of the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria, which grants the President the authority to bind item veto certain portions in the bill, I hereby land item veto and return to the Honorable House of Representatives, where this bill will reach later. The bill will have below enumerated items and sections. Amendment of Section 2.1, Office of the National Elections Commission. Section 2.1 has been item vetoed in its entirety. Objection. This section will create a 13-person ad hoc vetting scrutiny committee that will submit a list of persons on which the President will be mandatorily required to select from and nominate them to the Honorable Library Senate for confirmation to serve as commissioners of the National Elections Commission. The Presidency believes that this will overly politicize the selection process of persons to serve as commissioners of the NEC. The existing section 2.1 of the election law already provides for 2 separate vetting processes that are consistent with the checks and balances within the political branches. First, the Presidency conducts a vetting of person or persons to nominate for confirmation. After the presidency selects the person, that information is made known to the public. Thereafter, the person's name is submitted to the Honorable Senate, where a public vetting takes place before and during the confirmation hearing. This process allows any person or organization to participate by bringing to the attention of the presidency and or the Honorable Senate any relevant information that person or organization may have on the nominee. Presidency therefore believes that the existing law already provides for checks and balances regarding the scrutiny of persons to serve as commissioners of the NEC. Amendment of Section 2.2, Appointments and Tenure. Section 2.23 has been acted and vetoed in its entirety. Objection. Section 2.23 will require a commissioner to be retired at age 70, even if his or her 7-year term has not expired. The presidency notes, however, that a period within which a commissioner will become statutorily ineligible to serve as a commissioner of the NEC is already addressed in Amendment 2.21, which limits a commissioner's tenure to a maximum of 2 terms. Presidency therefore believes that a 2-term limit within Amendment 2.21 addresses the periods within which a commissioner will be eligible to serve as a commissioner of the NEC. Amendment of Section 2.10, Chairman. Section 2.10C has been acted and vetoed in its entirety. Section 2.10D has been acted and vetoed in its entirety. Objection. The presidency believes that the existing Section 2.10 of the Elections Law already provides for proper administrative function and supervision within the NEC. Additionally, the Republic is about 7 months away from the 2023 general elections, and as such, administrative changes should be considered in a non-election year. Amendment of Section 2.11, Vice Chairperson. The words, quote unquote, or the Board of Commissioners in the last sentence of Section 2.11 have been acted and vetoed. Objection. The presidency believes that the remaining language in Section 2.11 captures when and how the Vice Chairperson may act. Amendment of Section 2.12, Legal Staff. Section 2.12 has been acted and vetoed in its entirety. Objection. This section will mandate the NEC to appoint a legal counsel or research officer from a short list of candidates submitted to it by the Liberian National Bar Association. The presidency believes that the existing Section 2.12 of the Election Law, which provides that the NEC shall appoint legal counsels and research officers through an open and transparent selection process, is broad in that it allows all qualified lawyers to apply directly to the NEC without having to pass through an intermediary. The current process also maintains the independence of the NEC in its recruitment process. Amendments of Section 2.19, Appointment of Executive Director. Section 2.19(1) has been acted and vetoed in its entirety. Objection. This section will mandate the NEC to select an executive director from the list of candidates submitted to it by the Civil Service Agency. The presidency believes that the existing Section 2.19 of the Elections Law, which provides that the Board of Commissioners shall appoint the executive director through an open and transparent process, is broad in that it allows all qualified persons to apply directly to the NEC. This process also maintains the independence of the NEC in its recruitment process. Amendments of Section 2.24(1), Magistrates of Election. Section 2.24(1), The following words in section 2.24.1 have been acted vetoed. Quote, a magistrate of election shall be directly responsible to the Board of Commissioners and shall serve as the liaison between the Board of Commissioners and the county to which he or she is assigned in all matters regarding the execution and implementation of this law and regulations of the National Elections Commission, administration and supervision of elections and all election activities within his or her country of assignment. Unquote. Objection. The presidency believes that the remaining language in section 2.24.1 adequately captures the role of the magistrates of elections and how they will be obligated to follow instructions issued to them by the Commission. Amendment of section 5.12, hearing and determination of complaints. Section 5.12.3a has been acted vetoed in its entirety. Section 5.12.3f has been acted vetoed in its entirety. Objections. These sections will require civil magistrates, employees in the judicial branch of government, to make initial determinations of contested election cases with the Board of Commissioners sitting as an appellate body to review such decisions. Presidency believes that these sections conflict with Article 83C of the Liberian Constitution, designates the NEC as the forum where political parties and candidates can file contested elections complaints and give the NEC 30 days to investigate, with appeals of NEC's decision going directly to the Honorable Supreme Court. The presidency does not believe that it is proper to have lower court magistrates involved in this constitutionally prescribed process for determining contested elections cases. Amendments of section 5.12, hearing and determination of complaints. Section 5.12.4, the words, quote unquote, approved by one of the statutory magistrates who assigned the position or rulings have been acted vetoed. Section 5.12.6, the words, quote unquote, and on an appeal from the Board of Hearing Officers have been acted vetoed. Objections. As stated above, the presidency does not believe that the lower court magistrates should be involved as hearing officers in the NEC's determination of Article 83C cases. Amendment of section 5.13.1, decisions on complaints by the Commission. Article 5.13.1 has been acted vetoed in its entirety. Objection. This section will require the Board of Commissioners to, within 72 hours after oral arguments, render final ruling. Presidency shares the concern that contested elections cases must be decided without unnecessary delays, but notes, however, that Article 83C of the Liberian Constitution gives the entire NEC, including the Board of Commissioners, a total of 30 days from the filing of a complaint to investigate and render final ruling. The presidency is willing to work with this honorable legislature on ways to enhance the next capacity to speedily dispose of election cases. Amendment Chapter 6A, Returns of Election. Section 6A3 has been acted vetoed in its entirety. Section 6A4 has been acted vetoed in its entirety. Objections. These sections will have the legislative candidates declared by the NEC as being successful at an election to be certificated and seated, while complaints against the manner or results of their elections are pending before the NEC or the Honorable Supreme Court. quote, undetermined. The presidency believes that these actions will conflict with the Honorable Supreme Court's interpretation of Article 83C and Article 28 of the 1986 Nigerian Constitution, C, CDC, and all versus NAC and all, decided February 17, 2015, wherein the court held a similar provision of the elections law, that is the old section 6.2, subsection 2, as being in violation of the due process clause of Article 28 and Article 83C of the 1986 Nigerian Constitution. With respect to the 2023 general elections, the presidency notes that the election will be held on October 10, 2023. Article 83C requires the NEC to declare the results of the elections within 15 days after the polls. Assuming the NEC takes the entire 15 days, the deadline for declaring the result will be on October 25.